Hello, my dear children. How are you? I am Aarti ma'am from IPSA, and today I have a story for you. I am your storyteller for the day. Today, the story I'm going to tell you is The Lion's Whiskers. Do you know what whiskers are? Well, they are the lion's mustache. Okay, they are thin strands of hair, and they are the lion's mustache. This story is from Africa. It is from Ethiopia. So let's see what this story is all about. So long ago, there lived in Africa, in Ethiopia, a girl named Leah. Leah was a very hard-working and a very good girl. She was a strong woman. She was very patient and she was a courageous lady, ready to take on all the difficult tasks. And soon once what happened, her parents decided to get her married. She married a person from her village who already had a son, a small little boy, a young son for Leah. But then this little boy didn't like Leah at all. He was just not ready to love her. He said, "No, you're not my mama." And Leah was very sad. She kept thinking, what should I do? She would make some good things to eat. She would try to play around with him. She would try to do so many things for the little boy, but he was just not ready to accept her. He won't call her mama. He won't say I love you or anything. So she was very sad. One day she was just thinking about what should I do? What should I do? What more can I do? And suddenly she remembered that there in the village lived a village doctor. He was also a healer. He used to heal people. He would also tell people ways to make things happen or to understand how to make the situations get better. He was really a healer. So she went up to him. She climbed the mountain right up till the top to meet him. And as she reached, he came out to meet her. He said, "Yes, what can I do for you? Why are you here?" She says, "Doctor, you got to help me. I have a little boy and he's just not ready to accept me as his mother. What should I do? Can you please help me?" And she literally begged him, "Please, you must help me." He said, "Well, that's very difficult. How can you make somebody like you? You have to work upon it. But still, give me some time. Come to me after 3 days. Let me see what I can do for you." And he went inside his hut. Leah was a little depressed. She climbed down thinking, "I hope I'm able to do something. I hope I'm able to get my little boy to, accept me. I must." And she went down the hill and went to her house, did her usual chores, did all the work, and waited for 3 days when she would again go to meet the doctor. So after 3 days, she again climbed up the hill and then she knocked on the doctor's hut. He said, "Oh, it's you, Leah. Come inside." He said, "Well, I have found the perfect way for you. How you can win over your little son." She was so excited. She says, "Really? What should I do?" He said, "Oh, come, sit here. I'll tell you what to do." And then the doctor told her, "Look, it's very simple. What you got to do is I can make a potion for you. A potion is like a magical drink. Okay? So he said, I'll make a potion for you, but it needs something. It needs a live lion's whiskers." A live lion's whiskers? She was quite worked up. She says, "But how is that possible?" He says, "Well, you'll have to find one lion and just get the whiskers. It should not be a dead lion. It should be a live lion. It should be a living lion." Children, it's so difficult. Can you imagine what it must be to go and hold on to a lion's mooch? Right. She was quite worked up. Well, she said, "Okay, let me try." So she climbed down the hill, kept thinking, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And then in the morning, she got an idea. Next day, she made a bowl of meat and took it in the forest. And she went and she kept it in the forest where the lions would live. She was very careful so as not to awaken the lions or not to get them coming to her. So she left it and quietly she went back. Well, next day again she did the same thing. Again she made some meat and again took it in a bowl and quietly went to the same place to see whether the meat was there or not. And it was empty. The lion had eaten it. Well, she picked up the empty bowl and kept the fresh one there and again sneaked back to her village. Well, this went on for almost 6 months. 6 months she was doing this. She would make the meat, go to the jungle, keep it where the lion would come and come back home. And every time she realized that the lion was eating. How did she know that the lion was eating? Because she could see the lion's pug marks over there. You know what are pug marks? Pug marks are the footprints of a lion. So she knew the lion was eating. Now one day, after 6 months, she never stopped. She was making meat every day, going there, keeping it and getting the empty bowl. So again, she got up in the morning, made the meat, went to the jungle, and as she was keeping it, she saw that there was something peeping out from one of the bushes. It was a lion's head. She was quite scared. So she quickly left it and she again went back. And then next day again she came back and she saw the bowl was empty. So she said, oh, that means the lion ate. And now she could see that the lion had moved a bit closer to the nearby bushes. She was getting scared, but then she was a brave girl. She did not give up hope. Why? Because she wanted to get the lion's whiskers. So she came back. Next day again when she went, she saw that the lion had inched even closer. So again she went there and she looked at the lion and looked straight into his eyes. She was quite scared. But then she kept it and again she walked back. Now what happened? Slowly she was able to see that the lion was getting familiar with her. And then once when she went, the lion was sitting right next to the bowl, next to the empty bowl. And he was quite happy. And he looked at Leah and he smiled. Why did he smile? Because he knew that his food is there. So they became friends. Now the lion and Leah, they both were quite happy to be in each other's company. So Leah would take the meat and lion would be there waiting and he would wag his tail and his whiskers would go up and down and Leah would look at him and they became friends. And then Leah would, gently stroke the lion's mane, the hair, and she would stroke his hair. And then they were happily sitting together. Now Leah got some courage. So one day as she was petting the lion, she was patting him on his back, she said, I need to take the whisker. So what do I do? So she told the lion, though the lion wouldn't really understand her language, but she said, I'm going to take your whisker, quietly. And she was just, kind of feeling the whisker and she had a knife with her and quickly she cut the whisker and kept it. And the lion didn't feel the pain. So she was happy. Thank God. At least I've got the whisker. And then again picking up the empty bowl, she ran back to her village. Now next day what happened? She went to leave the meat at the lion's place. But after that she climbed up the hill. Whom did she go to meet on the hill? She went to meet the doctor. And she knocked at his door and she says, Mr. Doctor, I finally got the whisker. He says, what? You've got it? A live lion's whisker? Have you really got it? She says, yes, I've got it. He says, show me, where is it? and she showed him the whisker. He looked at it and he gave her a smile. He says, "Well, good job. You've done well." He took the whisker and he threw it in his fireplace. Now Leah was quite disturbed. She says, "Why? What's this? I went to so much of difficulty, waited for about 6 to 7 months to get this whisker. I got it, and instead of making a potion or an amulet, you're throwing it in the fire? This is not good." She was quite doubtful about the doctor now. Does he know anything also or not? But then the doctor told her, "Look, you were able to make friends with the lion who can eat you up in one bite. But you made friends with him. You're able to sit with him. You're able to communicate with him. Why can't you do it with your son? It requires the same kind of patience. It requires the same kind of perseverance to do it." So, you have learned a major lesson today. Go back and work in the same manner the way you made friends with the lion. And it dawned on Leah that this is the way to my son's heart as well. So children, how did you like the story? I think it was very nice. It had a great lesson. We should never give up. We should try to work things through, isn't it? Whatever the difficulty be, whatever the problem be, there is always a solution. And with love, patience, and hard work, we can always achieve it, isn't it? So, I'm sure you liked the story. And now, go back and see where Ethiopia is. You'll find it on the map. Okay? Bye bye. See you next week.